Good morning, students. So today we will discuss our new topic, that is ionic compounds. So already I have explained you what is meant by ionic bond and what is meant by covalent bond. So chemical bonds mainly are of two types. Means the electron sharing capacity. The tendency of the elements have to donate electron or accept electron, or they can share the electrons. So by sharing of electrons, if the chemical bond is formed, that is called covalent bond, while by donation and acceptance of the electron, that bond is formed, that is called the ionic bond. So metals and non-metals, they have tendency what? Metals are ready to donate the electron, while non-metals are ready to accept the electrons. By donation and acceptance of the electrons, they are forming charges on them, that is they will become cation and anion, that is positively charged ions and negatively charged ions. And these two cations and anions have strong force of attraction, that is strong electrostatic force of attraction. That force of attraction will form the chemical bond called ionic bond. So see, today we will discuss about the ionic compounds, how ionic compounds are formed. So ionic compounds are the compounds formed by two units. What are those two units? That are cations and anions. Cations means positively charged ions, while anions means negatively charged ions. So these two oppositely charged ions having strong force of attraction between them. That force of attraction is called electrostatic force of attraction. And due to this electrostatic force of attraction, they will form bond on them. That bond is called ionic bond. And the compounds formed due to the ionic bonds are called ionic compounds. Then what is the special about ionic compounds? As they are made by strong chemical bonds, so their melting points are high. While melting any substance, we have to need to break its chemical bonds. And as these ionic bonds are too strong, so to break down these bonds is very difficult task. More heat energy is required for breaking down this bond. That's why ionic compound have high melting point. And what is the shape of these compounds? As the compounds have fixed arrangement of their atoms, and due to the fixed arrangement of atoms, they will get the crystalline shape. Some surfaces are shiny and they have specific arrangement of atoms due to their strong chemical bonds, so they have crystalline in shape. They are hard in nature, while they are brittle in nature. Brittle means what? Brittle means if any substance you have hammered by a hammer. So if this substance I have hammer and I have applied pressure on this, so it will not convert into the thin sheets. It will get divided into small pieces. Then students, we have discussed what about the ionic compound. Now we will discuss about the general properties of ionic compounds. What are the general properties? Already we have seen that ionic compounds are having strong force of attraction between oppositely charged ions, and due to the bond form is too strong, and due to this they have specific shape, and that's why they exist in generally solid state and they are hard in nature. Means it's really difficult to break down their chemical bonds. Then ionic compounds are brittle. Brittle means like chalk we have hammer. Then chalk is converted into small pieces, not in the sheets. So likewise, if the things are converted into small pieces after hammering on them or applying pressure on them, such things are called brittle. So ionic compounds are brittle. It means can be broken into the small pieces by applying pressure on it. Then as the bond form is too strong, they have high melting point, because while melting these substances, they need to break down their chemical bonds, and as the electrostatic strong force of attraction have between the oppositely charged ions, the ionic compounds have high melting point. Ionic compounds are water soluble, while they are insoluble in solvents like kerosene and petrol. Why is it so? Because for one of the example of ionic compound we will see, that is NaCl, formed by the oppositely charged ions, that is Na plus Cl minus. So when these ionic compounds are dissolved, getting dissociated in the water, because water shows dissociation properties. Dissociation means what? Their ions are getting separate, likewise Na plus and Cl minus inside the water. And then water molecules, these H2O molecules will surround the अराउंड द आयन्स. ह्या आयन्सच्या अवतीभोवती काय करताय की वॉटर मॉलिक्युल्स त्याला पूर्ण घेरून टाकतात, आणि त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं, ते आयन्स सेपरेट होत आहेत. म्हणून ते aqueous solution मध्ये डिसोसिएटेड फॉर्म मध्ये आपल्याला आयोनिक कंपाऊंड्स मिळतात. बट दिस टेंडन्सी हॅव ओनली बाय द वॉटर मॉलिक्युल्स. सेम टास्क केरोसिन किंवा पेट्रोल किंवा अदर सॉल्व्हेंट्स करू शकत नाही. म्हणून आयोनिक कंपाऊंड्स आर वॉटर सोल्युबल while they are insoluble in other solvents like kerosene and petrol. Then the ionic compounds can conduct electricity, but when they are in fused or molten state, म्हणजे जेव्हा ते डिसोसिएटेड फॉर्म मध्ये त्यांचे सेपरेट आयन्स Na+, Cl- किंवा कॅटायन्स आयन्स जेव्हा सेपरेट आहेत वॉटर सोल्युबल फॉर्म ॲक्वायस सोल्युशन मध्ये, तेव्हा ते काय करतात की इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंडक्शनसाठी हेल्प करतात. पॉझिटिव्हली चार्ज आयन्स निगेटिव्हली चार्ज आयन्स मूव्ह करू शकतात. दे आर मोबाईल. पण जेव्हा ते सॉलिड स्टेटमध्ये आहे तेव्हा ते इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंडक्ट करू शकत नाही. म्हणजेच आयोनिक कंपाऊंड्स कॅनॉट कंडक्ट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वेन इन सॉलिड स्टेट. जेव्हा ते सॉलिड स्टेटमध्ये आहे तेव्हा त्यांचे पार्टिकल्स किंवा ॲटम्स काय आहे फिक्स्ड पोझिशनमध्ये आहे. ते मोबाईल आहे का? नाही. म्हणून ते इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंडक्ट करू शकत नाही. बट वेन दे आर इन मोल्टन ऑर फ्यूज स्टेट, म्हणजे जेव्हा त्याला आपण डिसोसिएट केलं वॉटर मॉलिक्युलमध्ये किंवा त्यांचं ॲक्वायस सोल्युशन केलं तर तेव्हा ते गुड कंडक्टर होऊ शकतात इलेक्ट्रिसिटीचे. कारण तेव्हा ते ऑपोजिटली चार्ज आयन्स काय होतात मूव्ह होऊ शकतात. आणि हेच म्हणूनच आयोनिक कंपाऊंड्सच्या ॲक्वायस सोल्युशनला म्हणतात इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स. इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स मीन्स द सोल्युशन्स कॅन कंडक्ट द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. That's why the ionic compounds are good conductor of electricity when they are in fused or molten state, while they are bad conductor of electricity when they are in solid state.